All right, welcome back, mercenaries. So, we did a bunch of random missions, and, well, I guess we'll just have to wait to see the quick draw later on. We're setting a course to another planet. Basically, the plan is, I'm gonna do one random mission so that we can see, like, the full team that's gonna be going into the story mission that we're gonna be doing next time. Right now, I'm not going to recruit anybody because I want to wait for the story mission to pass because this just isn't a good time for brand new, untrained mech warriors. So, because like I said, basically the plan is we're just going to go in to do a test run. Okay, gotta pay the bills, that's fine. And the planet we've set course to is another world that has industry. So hopefully we'll be able to pick up some more cockpit mods that will allow us to avoid injuries, because injuries can really slow you down when your pilots are banged up and you gotta like spend time waiting for them to heal up. When we get to the destination, we'll take a look at the quick draw design that I went with. I was able to scrounge up some weapons. I used fairly common weapons. It's not a design that uses really anything exotic. It wasn't too hard. We also picked up the components for a real scout mech. It's the other mech that's currently in line to be finished after we complete the quick draw. And that would be the fire starter, but because our mech bay is really primitive, it takes forever to actually customize them. Like, we have to get deeper into the game where we can get, like, a better mech bay.
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Because what the mech bay will let us do is, it won't take as many days. Like, it's going to take something like 30 days in order to do this, so now I gotta wait an extra 9 days, because the whole point of coming here is to give the quick draw a test run. And there we go. Alright, let's check the mech warriors. Let's spend our EXP. So everyone is going to get this skill at the minimum. Everyone's going to get bulwark. I'm going to start working towards my second skill.
Mech warrior training complete.
Yes, Commander.
Commander. Okay, so Mad Cat's been on the bench for a while because he got injured at a random injury. So that means he's actually going to go into the battle now in order to gain some EXP, because we need... everybody needs this skill right here.
Receiving you.
I don't know what everyone's second skill is going to be.
I'm receiving you.
But I don't need to pick it immediately. That's not important. Anyways, let's go to the mech bay. So this is what our quick draw is going to look like. I decided to stay with the 720 armor. That's fine. That's not a big deal. We've got the engine can't be modified, so we've got the 240 meters of running speed. That's very fast. And I went with 4 of the 5 jump jets. I kind of had 2 designs going. I had to design with 5 jump jets and 2 medium lasers, but I'm like, you know what? Let's go with 4 jump jets and 3 medium lasers, because I want that little bit of extra sting. I felt like 2 medium lasers and 2 SRM-6s wasn't quite enough. And one thing is that because this mech is at 60 tons, we have to use heavy jump jets instead of small jump jets. Heavy jump jets are bigger. They weigh 1 full ton instead of a half ton, and they generate more heat. So that's one of the disadvantages to a larger mech that is more maneuverable. It does have some disadvantages. And then we have a lot of heat sinks right here. We've got our SRM-6 in the ammo in the side torso, SRM-6 over here, 2 medium lasers in the arms to get the aim bonus, 1 medium laser in the torso. Would have put more in the arms, but there's only 1 energy hardpoint in each. And then a whole bunch of heat sinks over here. The reason we have so many heat sinks instead of more weapons is because if the mech winds up doing a lot of jumping, it's going to heat up quite a bit. So that's what the design is going to look like. I have not redesigned the Shadowhawk, and that's simply because we're so far behind on being able to build stuff that it's not essential to actually redesign it. So let's go ahead and pick a mission, and we will see how the quick draw performs. Missions, please. Gotta load them in. Okay, let's see if we can find just a straight-up battle would be nice. Ah, here we go. A 2-skull battle. That could be fun. Yeah, here we go. A 2-skull battle on Polar Region. That'll be good for the... interesting, the pay is very high on sea bills, but very low on salvage. Looks like we're working for the Capellans on this one. That's fine. So I guess what we'll do is... Basically, we're gonna gain, like, almost what was that? Yeah, close to 200,000 more sea bills in exchange for giving up two random salvage. We'll take that. That's fine. So, you're gonna go in. You're gonna replace the Vindicator. Put them in order. And, I guess I'll stay in the Centurion. Mad Cat's coming in. And, he's gonna use the Blackjack. And as you can see, a lot of us have the Bulwark ability, which is perfect. All of the mechs that are going to be up close and personal have Bulwark, which is that's just great. Just great. Let me double check. Okay, so they're worried about it being a trap, so that means we're probably going to have to deal with some reinforcements. So what's going to happen after this is... I'm going to do more random missions, because these are going to be the 2 uploads for, I guess, tomorrow. The next session is going to be another story mission. Basically, like, we're spending the time to get our forces up and running, because we want to have an advantage on the enemy. Some people want to have these fair battles, but we're mercenaries. We're not about having fair battles. If they use 1 hand, we're using 2 hands, and so we've got this heavy mech that we're going to put into use, and the fire starter that we got is a light mech hunter, and that's perfect, because light mechs can be really annoying when they're zipping around, and they've got the massive evasion. Okay, so, this is a great battlefield for us. Like, notice how the terrain is sloping downwards. That means we are naturally going to have an accuracy bonus. Yeah, you can see how much, look how much further the Quickdraw is going to go compared to the Centurion. And that's just due to that engine. So I'm going to have since this is our long-range mech, I want him to kind of be over here so that he can either choose to go left or right.
Aye, aye. Waiting for
Let's
orders.
get the Blackjack moving.
They will be done.
Put my mech up in front. Let's not I don't want to outpace my mech too much.
Location confirmed.
So that's fine. Okay, gonna move up again. Into cover. Alright, so what is the enemy mech? It is a Shadowhawk in absolutely terrible condition.
I'm receiving you.
I am going to set up right here.
On my way.
And I'm gonna have you go here,
Copy that.
and you go there. Let's see what he does. Oh, he has buddies.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Well, I guess that means it's a fight now.
So far, so good.
That's a lot of missiles. Like, every one of their mechs has missiles,
Waiting for orders.
which is annoying. So I'm gonna go in first in order to get their attention. He is guarding, but he's not in cover, so his guard isn't nearly as effective, so we should be able to shoot right through him anyways. Great shooting by me. Satisfied with the damage. Alright, looks like he's in cover. Shooting back, but we have Bulwark, so we get a 40% damage reduction from standing in cover.
Standing by.
Yes, Commander.
Now, we're going to have our elevated position. We're getting, look at that, height difference, -7. That is really good. So we are, this is great shots.
I live to serve.
Now, I want my mech to take the hits right now, so I don't want to get too close to him. I'm just going to shoot from where I'm standing right now. This guy's taking an absolute beating because he's in an insanely ghetto mech. And as you can see, now that everyone is gone, it's finally the Quickdraw's turn to go. The terrain elevation giving us a plus, giving us a -3 to difficulty. All beautiful shots. This is probably the end of this mech. This is a lot of damage coming in.
Roger.
Oh my god. Does he go down? Yep, ammo explosion! Alright, so the best news about that is they were shooting a bunch of missiles at us, but only because they had somebody spotting for them. Now we kind of poked their eyeballs out. So what we're going to do is I want to let them come forward, so I'm just going to wait a few turns. Just going to sit here.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to wait it out. I'm just going to let them keep coming forwards. So right now, these mechs have 60% resistance, because in cover with Bulwark plus their guarding, missiles are going to just bounce right off of us. Like, watch this. Look at that, 1 damage. Oh, we had a head injury, but we ignored it. That's fine. Keep it coming. Just waste your ammo on me. 1 damage per missile. Down from 4.
I await your command.
Okay, that's perfect. So I'm going to reserve again because they're out of moves. And I'm actually going to bring the Quickdraw forward. And let me see if I could hop from cover to cover if possible. Actually, they have really good evasion right now, so I'm just going to run forward and just kind of get in position for the next turn.
I'm ready.
Same. I think I'll jump over here. Because these are all our close combat
jump
mechs. Gonna guard. I'm not gonna shoot, I'm just gonna guard.
Standing by.
Oh, I might shoot a bit. 70% accuracy, despite the height difference, -9. Yeah, we'll shoot. Got his leg. Maybe I should have shot first. Then I could have, I might have been able to pick him off. Let's see if they can hit anything. That's a miss. That's a miss. Oh, here comes a melee attack. The mighty 15 damage.
Commander?
Okay, I'm going to... Wait, no, I'm not. I forgot. They've got the guy who got knocked down.
Ready for order.
You know what? Finish him off, actually. You knocked him down before. Finish the job. Ha-ha!
We can salvage that.
Beautiful. Okay, now we can reserve so that the quick draw can go. Like, that's what we're trying to see. We're trying to get the quick draw to go. Where is the quick draw? Alright, so who do we want to go for? Let's go for a back attack on this guy. That's going to ignore his 20% damage, because when you're attacking from behind, your bonus damage resistance doesn't do anything. So unless Lobo blows it on the accuracy, he should just be gone. And that's the end of him.
Mech destroyed.
Yes, Commander.
Let me just see if I can shoot this guy real quick. Is that enough? It's enough! Ammo explosion takes him out.
I live to serve.
I want the quick draw to go again. I mean, we barely even got to test the quick draw because these mechs are wimps. These are shrimps. It's hard to believe that this is actually a two-skull battle.
Ready for orders. Standing by.
I'm gonna reserve so that we can remember that the quick draw is a heavy mech, so it's initiative 2, so it goes after the medium mechs. Let's spin around. Here we go. Let's just see if we can take out this Locust 1M. If we can hit, this thing is toast.
Roger that.
Yeah, that thing's toast.
That one's gone.
Successful.
That was definitely not a two-skull battle. I mean, what, we fought 4 severely damaged, like, poorly maintained Locust 1Ms, which are, like, the lowest armored mechs in the game, and then, like, a severely, like, a really just, the one Shadowhawk that was just in absolutely awful condition. Big payout, though. 600,000 C-bills, basically for doing nothing. Huge EXP bonus for doing basically nothing. Like, that was, like, not even a mission. I guess we'll take the piece of that Shadowhawk. The salvage isn't even going to be all that great. I mean, I guess we'll complete a Locust to sell. We're up to 4 million C-bills, though. So before we conclude this episode, because this is going to be the faster episode, what we're going to do is check the store. Anytime now? Please?
That mech is ready
Yep,
to
we
fight.
finished that. That's fine. Put them in the storage. Alrighty, let's check the store. What are you selling? Oh, a Marauder. A good mech. And you're selling a Warhammer, also a good mech. Kinda want this Trebuchet. I know I've said that before, but I kinda want that Trebuchet. That would be our... Oh, good, another cockpit mod. We want that.
Available.
I'll take the comm system. Let's go ahead and equip those. Definitely want a cockpit mod in this mech. There we go, because this mech is going to be in the combat pretty frequently.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
So all of these have comm systems already. And so what's going to happen is I'm just going to mop up the rest of these missions, and then we're going to be going to this one here, First Strike, a 2-skull campaign mission. So that will be a lot more interesting. I mean, honestly, like, I can't really tell you what I think about this Quickdraw build, just because the enemies we fought were really nothing to... They were nothing to write home about. I was actually hoping to fight something closer to a full medium lance, just to see how the Quickdraw would perform against it, but what can you do? But, yeah, that's going to be the end of this episode. Next episode, we will be going into a story mission, and then I will be adding some additional mech warriors. We did get a few requests. I'll probably customize some people along the way. But, yeah, that's going to be the end of that. I'm tempted to do another mission. Like, let me see. How long do I have left? Yeah, I've only recorded for... Okay, I've only recorded for 18 minutes. Let's do another mission. I want to do at least 30 minutes. Do we have another battle? An assassination sounds good. Okay, assassination mission. This one paid. This is excellent pay. That excellent pay tends to worry me. Pretty high C-bills and massive salvage. Let's lean heavier into the salvage then. The Quickdraw is being modified. I was like, wait a second, no one got damaged. Let's move it up, because we're not going to wait 32 days for the fire starter to finish. Okay. Here we go. Maybe this will be a bigger fight. We're fighting in the lowlands, which means lots of forests and not a lot of terrain obstructions. Let's also see if we gained enough EXP for Mad Cat to pick up his first trait.
Orders?
Yes, he did pick up his first traits. Okay, so everybody has Bulwark. Good. That's going to make a big difference. Okay, let's go in. Maybe we'll get a more even match. Looking for a bigger fight this time. Want to really see what this Quickdraw can do, because I don't use the Quickdraw too frequently. I mean, I know what the power of 3 medium lasers and 2 SRM6s. Like, I understand the firepower there, but, like, I'm just curious to see it in action. So, assassination missions are similar to battle. Except our goal is just to kill one mech, but you get a bonus for destroying the escorts.
Command interface.
And I know I want that bonus.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, let's see. So the first thing I want to do... Okay, it looks like there's going to be a lot of mechs in this. Okay, this is going to be a pretty big fight.
Ready for orders.
So we might be in a bit of trouble just because it looks like we're going to be battling possibly 9 enemy mechs.
Roger.
Acknowledged.
But that's what I wanted. I'm looking for a bigger
Spot
fight.
for an ambush. Be careful, Commander. You don't want to get caught in a crossfire.
So if you're wondering what I was doing earlier, I'm looking at the 2 objectives. Like, so the ambushers are here. Normally those guys are spaced apart. Like, normally one of them would be like over here, and one of them would be there, so that you could kind of like attack one of them. But they're basically all grouping up together immediately, which means the two of their lances are going to combine forces very quickly, which is kind of not what I want.
On my way.
So right now, this is kind of like a chess formation. We have the slower guys basically you have the knights on the outside, and the slower, the tankish guys on the inside. That's kind of the what we're going for.
Yes, Commander.
Heading out. Move order received.
Okay, we found somebody.
Rolling.
Okay. Rub my hands together. Let's see what you got.
Sensor trace.
Oh yeah, the radar contacts are coming out. Since there's so many of them, I
Alrighty.
can't imagine they've brought the biggest mechs. Let's just get into position. They've got the high ground advantage, which is a little bit unfortunate, but... Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemy mechs on screen. Some of them are at Initiative 3, which means they are medium mechs. So like I said, this is going to be a fight. Oh no! They brought a big boy out. That's a hunchback. This is the standard, and look, full armor too. Okay, this could be a nasty fight.
Roger that.
That thing has to go. Like, that thing could not be allowed to stay. The hunchback, that's a huge threat.
I'm here.
Okay. So someone shot at me with the AC-5, which means it's another Shadowhawk, or it's a, yeah, I'm gonna move again. Well, what if I move further away? Yeah, I'm gonna move further away, I think, because we need to start thinking about how we're gonna battle that, the hunchback.
Ready for orders.
I'm gonna jump over here, I think, and then I'm gonna tank up. Like, I'm not trying to show absolutely no openings for him at the moment. Minimal damage. Okay, we've got a Shadowhawk, as I thought. That's probably
Systems.
a Locust 1M, because it looked like two volleys of LRM-5. Same thing. Those guys are really squishy. If we could find them and get a shot on them, they'll be dead. Yeah, okay, so I bet it's a team of 4.
Damage minimal.
I bet it's a team of, I bet it's a full missile fire support team. Yeah, there's one of them right there.
I await your command.
That's the hunchback. He's gonna have to... it's gonna take him a little while to get here.
Good to go.
This locust looks like he's getting out of position. He's gotten a little too close. All of them are fully repaired too. Like these are not... These are well-maintained battle mechs. So this is... how do we want to handle this? Can I get... I can't make a melee attack on this guy. I think I'm gonna let the medium mechs move, so I'm gonna let their medium mechs move. I want more information, basically, and I'm happy with my defensive position. Okay. Okay, so it looks like we've got two attacks here. We can either go for the Locust or we can go for the Shadowhawk. The Shadowhawk is really tankish, like unnecessarily tankish. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. What if...
Waiting for orders.
So this is what makes it annoying. If we shoot the Locust, we run the risk of just missing a lot. If we shoot the Shadowhawk, it has a crap load of armor. That's kind of the situation that we're in. And that's what I'm kind of debating at the moment. I think... Like, what version of the Locust is this? This is a really... Okay, yeah, actually, the Locust actually does need to go. Here's the problem with the Locust being there. All it has to do is kick one of us and drop our defenses. Like, even though the kick only does, like, 15 damage, I can't allow it to do that. Like, if I'm very reliant on us keeping our defenses up, so the Locust has to go. So I guess I'll move right here. And I'm going to make a morale shot on it to see if we can't... Nope. That was,
Waiting for orders.
that one did not pay off. But we'll just have to keep shooting at it.
Got it.
Wow. That's a complete miss. See, that was what I was worried about. But at the same time,
Miss.
I still think it's the correct choice. Like, we're gonna keep going for it. Can I get a little closer with a jump? I can.
Lifting off.
So the quick draw might get a little burned here, but we did want to see how it would perform. I'm gonna go full fire here.
Oh yeah.
Contact wasn't as good as I was hoping on it, but better than nothing. And it doesn't look like I have an angle on there. I believe I'm gonna stay over here with this. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna face, and I'm just gonna tank up. Let him shoot at me. Okay. Good thing we increased the quick draw's armor. They have so many light mechs that they get to make like 4 turns or in the beginning because none of our mechs are faster than them in terms of or none of our mechs have a higher initiative. I'm kind of okay with them shooting the quick draw in the beginning because I can always have the quick draw run away because it's a fairly quick mech.
Damage minimal.
Okay. From their perspective, they're probably thinking that they wished they did a little more damage than they did. Okay, same thing. I want this thing down. It's just not going down, though. It's so annoying. And what's he doing? I like how they're shooting a little bit at each of us. That's actually really good. I'd much rather everyone take a bit of damage than
here.
all of them just focus their
boss?
attacks on one guy. Okay, so this guy is suddenly looking less important to shoot at. Okay, I think we are going to start attacking the Shadowhawk, even though this thing is really
How you like
tankish.
this?
He's out of cover. And they didn't move with the Shadowhawk. Oh! There's the Hunchback in action. Fortunately, our defenses were up. That was still 40 damage, just because he has that
Orders?
gigantic autocannon 20. This guy's going to be a problem. Like, let me tell you right now, that thing is a problem. And not a small one, either. Do I really want to just trade shots with the Hunchback? I really don't want to do that, but I don't know if I have an option. Okay, we'll trade shots with the Hunchback. Because the Hunchback's out of cover and we're not. Ah, here comes the melee attack. That's annoying. So one of our jump jets was destroyed. And also we lost, I don't know where we lost our armor. Wow, that's not good. We took the hit on the right torso.
I'm here.
And that means I'm probably gonna have to go like this. There we go.
Copy that.
And now I'm gonna shoot back.
Weapons are
He's in cover and he's a defender, so that's basically perfect for him. Now he's kind of doing the same thing back to us. I have to kill these locusts. These locusts have to go. But they're so dodgy, it's just so hard to get a hit on them. Oh my god, they get to make so many moves. It's so annoying. Head injury ignored. Another problem is they're generating a lot of stability damage. That's another problem we're having. Okay.
light damage. Holding firm.
Oh my god, we need to kill those stupid little guys so badly.
I'm your spaniel.
Okay, let's see. Like, we need to ignore that. This one looks like a good... Okay, so there's one of them that has very low evasion.
Receiving you.
Okay, this one we have a good shot on. Ah, I was hoping to get an ammo
Target's
explosion
taking
or
a critical
something.
hit.
Okay, the Hunchback goes. Oh my god, can we catch a miss on this Hunchback, please? Could he miss with his autocannon? That would be lovely.
Commander?
Okay. I need to lure him. What direction does the Hunchback want to go? Does he want to continue fighting the Shadowhawk? It's kind of good that he's dueling the Shadowhawk at the moment. Like, that is not a bad thing. So, left arm is taking a beating. Let's pull back a little bit. No, I need to be able to shoot with all my weapons. We're just gonna, like,
Confirmed.
continue trading shots at each other for now.
That shot got past my armor.
Okay, I want to... Which arm is this? My right arm is taking a bit of heat, so let me go like this. And we'll take this shot over here. Okay. That's one of those annoying mechs down.
Enemy
Okay, that's the locust, or that's the cicada in the background. Like, that's the least important target in this whole thing. So let's move over here. We're going to use a vigilance to clear our stability and increase our defense to quite a bit. And I'm going to continue shooting at... Can we get a good hit on any of these locusts? See, we could get a good hit on him, but it's meaningless when he has 40% defense up. Let's pull off this. Let's see... Maybe we can get a little fortunate here. Our shots haven't been too fortunate so far, but...
Confirmed.
Okay, okay. That's fine.
Internal structure damage.
We can handle it.
Warning. Armor low.
Oh, I hate these locusts. They're so annoying. It's like the missiles don't do much damage, but they have such long range that they can shoot at you from just about anywhere on the battlefield. It's very consistent damage.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Okay, that's fine.
Receiving you.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, I want to try to eliminate this mech right here. And the reason for that is because this mech hasn't had a chance to take its turn. So if we knock it out, then we just saved a little bit of damage. Ah, damn, we didn't get it though. Is he gonna stand up?
Critical damage detected.
Like, we wasted all of our luck on some of the other missions we played.
Commander.
We have a pilot injury. That's to be expected, though. That's going to happen in the harder battles.
Commander?
Looking for, that's a good shot on the hunchback, but it's the other side of his body that's banged up. Let's see. Good shot on the locust there. I might shoot at this locust right here, even though he's tanked up. It's just such a thinly armored battle mech that it might not matter.
Firing a full salvo.
It didn't matter.
We can salvage that.
What is the hunchback doing? Okay. Looks like he's sharing the level a little bit. Seems to be confused on who he wants to target.
Yeah.
So the Shadowhawk, I don't think he's moved yet, which means it's this guy probably should... Yeah, we gotta move with this mech first. Both of the arms are pretty banged up. The right arm more so than the left arm. Also, our heat is a problem at the moment. So, I feel like I want to fall back. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tank up and then I'm gonna move over here.
Understood. Moving fast.
Okay, that's a miss.
Ready for orders.
I'm afraid to get out of cover, because if I get out of cover, the hunchback might shoot me, and then I'll take 100 damage if he hits. I could make a run for it, though. I could just run to cover. Here's what I'm going to run to cover. Cover to cover, basically.
Understood.
And skip my shooting, because I didn't have any really great shots. I had a good shot on the hunchback, but it was at his rear armor, and I don't think the hunchback is going to go down to rear damage. Okay. You can probably see why Bulwark is so valuable. Because they shoot at us way more than we shoot at them, so the damage reduction
armor's
comes in
being
a lot of
stripped
handy. Okay.
Damage minimal.
Ready for orders.
Okay, that's
Yes,
fine. I think it's time for my mech to get over here. Yeah, it's right arm. And I'm either gonna shoot at... we need to get rid of the Hunchback. The Hunchback has got to go.
Engaging target.
Like, our target is... We either need to shoot at the Hunchback, or we need to shoot at the Locust. Those are the
Internal
main
structure
sources of
damage.
damage right now.
Standing by.
Standing by.
Okay, this is actually an opportunity. Big Mech is actually in a really good position right now. As long as we score hits. Oh god. Big Mech is actually...
Target eliminated.
He is exactly where they don't want him to be. He's in cover, and he's in close range with all of their support mechs.
Good to go.
So, right leg is pretty banged up. So I can't show the leg anymore, which means I want to probably go about here. Make sure I got the correct leg. Yeah, right leg away. We'll go down over
Copy
here like
that.
this. I'm also going to tank up because I'm very unstable at the moment. So, and I'm going to fire at the Hunchback. I've got a beautiful shot on the Hunchback.
Roger.
Really needed all 4 of those to hit, but still pretty heavy damage. A obvious miss. The Shadowhawk is way too much evasion.
Yes, Commander.
Interesting. What can we do over here? Right torso is pretty banged up. So I'm going to run back in here to kind of get back into position. And also keep my evasion up. And my right torso is facing over here. The Shadowhawk could get a hit on me. Oh. Stupid guy, like, bonks my guy.
Reporting.
So he loses
go.
some of his defense, which is frustrating. I got another shot on the Hunchback. I'm taking it. He's protecting his main gun, which is good on him.
Commander.
Not much armor left in that location.
What's happening? Oh. Another Locust coming in for a melee attack. They love this guy.
I'm ready.
I wonder. Interesting. This is a fascinating melee attack we have here. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it.
Move order received.
Oh, come on! Why would you miss? You have got like an 80 or 85% chance to hit and you want to miss. Who are you shooting at? You didn't use your autocannon. Why is that? Is something wrong with your mech? Oh, we did get his autocannon. Okay. Okay, that actually makes me feel a lot better. I think I'm just gonna stay here. And I need to cool down a bit, so I'm just gonna fire... I'm just gonna fire my AC-5 at this guy.
Engaging target.
Unfortunately, we got a miss.
No damage detected.
The enemy is weakening quite a bit, though.
They've blown past my armor.
Okay.
What do you need?
Let's check the damage report. The Quickdraw cannot take much more damage on the right side. We're about to lose both the right arm and the right torso. So I'm probably just going to have him kind of run away over here and maybe draw some shots. Like this. So his right arm, the right side of his body is once again facing away. Maybe they'll take a few shots at him.
They've blown past my armor.
Yep, too much evasion. See, even though he's not doing much shooting, he's pulling their shots right now. Okay, so they're finally through his armor on this gun.
My internals are taking a beating.
I'm receiving you.
Okay, let's focus on getting rid of these guys. Yeah. Let's get rid of these guys. Oh, and then he had a bonus shot hit him as
Mech
well.
destroyed.
Oh, he's gonna punch me back, you jerk! That's probably his only good play
Reporting major armor loss.
since his main weapon. You know what I think it is? I think his main weapon is still functional,
Taking
but we
heavy
got the
hits,
ammo for
Commander.
it. I think we destroyed the ammo. I think that's the reason why. Okay, I need to get more aggressive with the Centurion. I need to kind of bait their attacks a little more. So I'm going to come out of cover and just use a morale ability to tank up. Good shot on a few targets. I think I'm going to go for this one, though.
All weapons committed.
Got him? Okay, like I said, they're starting to weaken quite a bit. Shadowhawk, what's your plan? Yeah, it makes sense. They can sense that this mech is
Taking
weakening.
internal damage.
Let's see how we're looking. Okay, so this arm is almost down. We need to trade to the other side. So I'm gonna flip this mech around like this. I can't even... I have pretty much no choice but to aim... I want to take a shot at the Hunchback, but it opens me up too much. So instead, I'm gonna take a shot at nothing. I'm just gonna tank up. I don't have a good shot at anything. There's the target we need to kill.
Waiting for
Who
orders.
we're gonna ignore, because that mech he's in is really not good. That's a really bad mech. That's interesting. We have a back shot on the...
Roger.
right here. And this actually is a pretty good shot.
All weapons spotted.
Oh yeah, that was a good shot.
Targets taking a critical
We
hit.
scrambled up some systems on them. We actually have a potential rear armor kill on that, which would be beautiful considering it's a, Really? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, it didn't do what I thought it did.
Reporting. Internal.
Okay, here we go. Or I could do... Would this count as a rear attack? Yes, it would, actually. And I'm gonna spend a morale point to try to cut... just to... If we could finish this thing off right here, right now... Oh my god. Okay. Now the battle is swinging pretty heavily in our favor. That was a great attack from the quick draw right there.
Showing minor damage.
Standing by.
Okay, I need to protect this side of the mech, so let's do this like that.
Got it. Roger Roger that.
There we go. I'm about to say, I need to hit some of these 50% sooner or later.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Yep. Yep, that mech stinks. Not a big threat.
Warning. Armor low.
I'm ready.
Okay, so what's happening to this mech? Okay, the melee attack hit his leg. I'm tempted to just jump over here and do something just to kind of get away from that Hunchback's melee attacks.
Firing on target.
I'm here.
Okay, basically this mech has no choice but to face his right torso away from the enemy for the rest of its life here. Basically. Pretty good shot. This probably will finish it off. Or we get super unlucky again and nothing hits.
Ready for orders.
Where did that okay, that locust just
Receiving you.
flew far, far, far away. Jeez. Same situation. This mech can basically has no choice but to only show its right torso. In that case, though, maybe I'll do it more like this.
Coordinates received.
And we'll go for the Hunchback. There we go. I didn't think we would defeat it with a rear armor attack, but it wound up being a rear armor attack. That's a waste of a shot. Attacking our healthiest mech. Well, either that or the Centurion,
Yes,
one of the
Commander.
two. I want to go in pursuit of this guy.
Confirmed.
Though he's not actually going to shoot because that thing has too much evasion at the moment. Right now, I just want my mechs that have a lot of condition to be the targets at the moment.
What do you need? Position confirmed.
So someone asked, like, what's the difference between this game and XCOM?
damage.
Well, now that you're
Only
seeing a
firm.
tougher battle, like, perhaps you guys see that one of the things that makes this game very different from XCOM is the idea that the mechs can take damage from every single direction, and it counts the damage differently from all those different directions. And also the idea of, like, keeping your defenses up and whatnot. It's like, I think there's a reason to play both of these games. Oh, man, just punch the robot dick off of that guy.
Enemy down.
But, like, they play very differently from each other, even though they're both turn-taking games. And I think there's a good reason to play both of them, to be honest.
All weapons
Target jammed.
submitted.
Concentrate your fire. Bring it down.
Now we need to deal with this guy.
Yes, Commander.
Let's not get overconfident, though. He could get a lucky shot
move.
and, like, blow off one of my mech's arms and cause some sudden repair bills. Now, you might think the Quickdraw didn't do too much in this battle, but the main thing you gotta think of is how many
Target
shots
is retreating.
it
Commander.
drew from the
Eliminate
enemy.
it before it escapes.
He's gonna run for it now, which is kind of a problem, because this is a very fast mech. And how sad would that be if we wind up failing the mission because this thing runs away? Which is actually looking very realistic at the moment. Given how much evasion it's generating. A 10% chance that, yeah, that's not happening.
No shooting. Just running.
He actually might get away.
Receiving you. Heading out.
Take another morale shot. You gotta hit him. Come on, you've got to hit him.
Waiting for orders.
Everyone's got to get in there.
Firing jump jets.
You've got to hit him. Wait, let me see the initiative stack. So he's going to move at 2. My character will have the best chance.
Your armor it is.
Acknowledged.
Hit him.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Oh my god, he's just barely hanging in there. Here we go. I saved the morale attack for my character. I'm gonna let my mech overheat. I don't care. This thing, I won't allow him to escape.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh man, that was a bit of a fight right there. Let me tell you.
Mission successful.
That was a fight. Gonna have some repair bills on that one for sure, but at the same time, I think we called for heavy salvage, so we're gonna rake a lot of stuff in for it. Yeah, we barely got paid anything here, which means our salvage rights are gonna be really high. So damage report. Pretty banged up on the leg. The torso took a huge beating. Arm not too bad. Leg, basically the armor, yeah, the structure is perfectly fine. Got a little fried there. That's why there's some structure damage from overheating. Torso is moderate damage. The arm got really beat up, so that'll be pretty expensive repairs. Not super expensive, but it's mainly going to be very time-consuming. Leg is fine, though. We lost one item, the heavy jump jet, which that's not a big deal. Once again, like, you may think the Quickdraw didn't participate very much, it didn't get any kills, but it was the primary target, and it drew a lot of attacks off of them. And so I think two of the big turning points, one was when Congrex's Prime, when Thomas Hicks as Big Mech came in, jumped in when their missile support mechs started getting a little too aggressive, and he was able to jump in there. Then, you know, Mad Cat made the attacks that finally knocked out the Hunchback that I was worried about. I'm glad that I didn't try to... I'm glad I decided to just shoot it out with the Hunchback. I was a little worried because the Hunchback has an extremely powerful weapon called an AC-20. It's the most powerful of the cannon weapons. And I was worried that was going to be a problem, but it's like the computer couldn't really... It wasn't sure what to commit to. The computer was kind of like, oh man, that Shadowhawk is just not going down. He wanted to get his hands on the lighter mech over here. And then they kind of just ignored my mech, which is kind of annoying, since that his job is to get shot at. But overall, the team performed pretty well. And look at this list of salvage, jeez. Look at all this salvage. Unfortunately, oh man, we're definitely going to take the AC-20. Definitely want that. Let's see, let's take the piece of the Hunchback. Oh, we got 2 Hunchback pieces then. Take the Shadowhawk. And I guess the Locust. Got a whole bunch of stuff, jeez. Let's check the what the repair bills are going to be. Because that was a... that one took a little bit of thinking there. I thought that was going to be a quick battle. Like, let's see how long it's been. How many minutes has it been? We're up to... Oh god, it's almost an hour. Oh, so much for a short episode. Store these. Store. Alright, let's get a... let's see how we're doing. Like, this series is just really hard to do as short episodes, so... 4 days of repair, that's actually not bad at all. 4 days of repair, that's workable. So if one of the components gets destroyed, you can't do auto repair, you have to do a manual repair. So we'll repair this, repair that. Wow, the actual repair job itself that's much faster than I was expecting. We'll put a new jump jet on to replace the old one. 7 days at 21,000 seals. Wow, that's actually way cheaper than I was expecting. I was expecting a much more expensive and time-consuming repair job than that. Let's move the fire starter to the bottom. Well, there you go. You got to see a much more difficult battle. That one was really a... I would say... If you were in the same position I was, but you didn't know how to play, you probably would have lost that battle because you'd be as a new player, you'd be confused on what to shoot at. You'd probably start shooting at the Shadowhawk earlier. And the problem is that the Shadowhawk is mainly armor. Its weapons aren't super impressive. Like, the real threat was actually that swarm of little crappy guys. And the problem was just trying to find a chance to shoot at them because they move so fast that they get that evasion, and you're kind of hoping that you win some of those 50-50 shots. And at the same time, if you're not hitting the 50-50 shots, you have to survive long enough to start hitting those 50-50 shots. Like, overall, that was definitely a tough battle, and that's why I was suspicious of it. I was like, the pay for this battle is really high. Like, this is a high pay for what was a 1.5 skull mission. But yeah, that was a much hairier battle. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that battle. That was definitely a much more interesting one. I enjoyed it. It was a good little brain teaser. But yeah, until next time, we will get into an actual story mission. But that's going to be that. Like this video if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future BattleTech content. And of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.